You know,
Maybe it has to do with what you're studying tomorrow, or like what's going on tomorrow.
I mean, the reason we're here is because if we show that a body can regenerate very complicated material, an eyeball, then the possibilities for regenerative tissue is the door gets opened very widely.
That's sweet, dear.
And-
Cheers.
Well, cheers. But what's happening is that your optic nerve
Well,
actually still has a tiny bit of your eyeball still attached to it. And if we can stimulate the growth of that tissue, then maybe it'll kind of complete, you know? Like it's one piece of the puzzle and it'll remember the rest of it. But the danger is that we'll overstimulate the optic nerve. And the optic nerve has been known to grow to quite large proportions and can actually come out of your eye socket.
I think
It's
that's
a
not
very
true.
sensitive
That's-
tissue.
that
It
is not
actually
true.
is light sensitive. It's a primitive eyeball, really. The optic nerve is just a primitive eyeball. But you don't want an optic nerve hanging out of your face because you'll go blind immediately and you'll be in intense pain because the optic nerve is never meant to touch the outside nerve. Yes, cheers, thank you.
Try this. Delicious.
But the procedure,
Dusting of cornmeal on the outside.
we're teaming up with the stem cell team over at Hopkins, and they think if we get a stem cell attached to the eyeball tissue, not the optic nerve, because well, I just went over that,
Heavens.
but to the eyeball tissue, if we get a stem cell transplant in there, the eyeball will complete itself.
And that's wonderful.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
That would be the first time ever. And it's like immaculate.
Oh, look
We
at
have an
we.
amuse-bouche from the cook.
Really?
This is an octopus ceviche,
Oh.
lightly braised with a. So try it. Enjoy.
Looks like some fennel. Is that fennel?
A fennel, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Thank you.
Mm.
Martini, you overheard briefly them talking about the notion of regrowth, and you kind of want to say that, in your opinion,
Please
nothing
send my
ever comes back.
regards to the chef. That's a citrus.
I just wanted to say I was listening in on your optic nerve conversation.
Oh, are you a health guy?
I would say I guess I am. I was struck automatically by the confidence with which you talked about regrowth. In my experience, that's not possible. When someone dies, they're gone. Enjoy.
Strange. I hope I didn't offend you.
I think it's fine.
And,
This is delicious.
I mean, because I can't bring someone back from the dead.
No, I don't think anyone expects you to.
I think, I don't know, you say you're going to do one thing and people ask for, a million other things. And I don't know.
Okay, Martini.
So, Dick, I was hoping, since I've come with you here for the optic conference, I was wondering if now might be a good time for me to ask you if you'd join me at the flower show in Philadelphia. Been wanting to go for years, and I just thought that it might be something nice for us to do this year.
And when is that?
It's June.
I don't know. That's when we're deciding on the new residence.
Well,
It's kind of a busy time.
but I know with your new promotion, I know that most of that responsibility is delegated to
I actually opted out of that.
you. Opted out of less responsibility.
That's right. I wanted it. They seem fine with me keeping it, so I think I'm just going to hold on to that.
So that's
But
a no.
choosing the residence is really, really important because the residents are really like the base of the architecture, right? If a hospital,
So it's-
if the ophthalmology wing is a
Right.
building, the residents are really the basement and the cement, the foundation, really.
Right.
And then I'm up here in the penthouse having a good time. But if we don't have a good basement, I'm gonna I'll fall out of the window.
So then,
Do you want
Jesse,
that?
you make really weird analogies for everything really dryly. you make it really weird. Maybe you talk to her about, like, describe to her how eating certain foods can improve your health. Like, make an analogy about carrots and eyes or something.
So then I'll just go with Penny.
Penny.
Well, I'll take Penny to the flower show.
She doesn't have anyone else to go with?
Well, neither do I, so perfect in that sense that we're alone.
Now, how long are you going to be gone for?
It's probably just 4 days.
4 days for a flower show?
Well, it's miles and miles of flowers.
Miles of flowers?
Some might-
Outdoors?
Some might say paradise.
Hey, well, that's okay if you want to go. Yeah, that's great. How about you do that with Penny? You know, it's interesting that they paired the octopus here with a green blend, because actually the iron content of this dish is very high for how small a dish it is, because octopus has a very high level of iron,
Oh, interesting.
which it absorbs in the ocean. And then the greens also. Greens are one of the only ways to get iron not in a meat. And iron, see, if your body were like an airplane, iron would kind of be like the wings. So the iron in the wings, they kind of direct how fast you can go. Because if the wings are fat and not very aerodynamic, you're not going to go very fast. That would be a low iron content. But if you have a higher iron content, you'll have very sleek wings, strong and sleek, and you've got some sleek, strong wings. Because I got your blood count back, and your iron is really healthy.
Thank you.
No, thank you for taking care of yourself.
How's everything going here? Oh, I need,
Well, I always thought octopus and chard was a nice pair because that sort of sweetness that comes with any kind of crustacean flesh is paired nicely with that inherent bitterness of the green. So I really like that.
You're very smart.
alright.
You trying to say what I'm saying?
No, I was just saying, here's what we call bubble bread. It's a small bread that's served with a cream cheese garlic chives.
Is this also from the chef?
Does this ever float away?
Yeah.
Bubble bread.
He doesn't get it.
Okay.
I got it.
Oh, bubbles. No, it's just an expression. We have a new menu today, and so we're trying a lot of different things.
Pop! Here we go.
I hope you.
Please don't feed me,
Okay,
Dick.
Martini, are you okay?
I can see.
Do you need anything else? Do you need anything else?
We're set up.
Okay, how's the wine?
Delicious, Rojas.
He keeps walking backwards, farther away, but still talking to you guys as far as you can get into the room.
I hope you like the wine.
Is he
We
talking to another
tried to bring the wine.
Talking.
I don't want to encourage him.
We had an Italian wine at one point.
Thank you. Thank you very. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazzini. So
Okay.
what?
I should call Hiroshi and have him take a look at
Hiroshi.
him.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure Hiroshi's very busy.
But
I hate when my jokes fall flat like that, Dick.
hey, I loved it. There's a food floating away. That's hilarious.
Well,
A bubble,
it
right?
just gets to me sometimes.
I mean, don't judge it on him. The guy's clearly slowed down big time. He's got no. He's got. See, like if you think of a brain as like a thundercloud, you want to have a lot of
Dick,
lightning, which is neural connectivity. He's got no lightning. The guy's all thunder.
And see.